Is this really replacing surgeons, or is this just robot-assisted surgery?
No, we have that already. We have that already. And the doctors using it love it because they can do incredible things in tandem with the technology that is available today. This is talking about the robots themselves being the surgeon.
But you would still need a human being surgeon on hand if things go wrong. Surely robots couldn't anticipate every complication, as so often happens in an operating theatre. My concern would be less about surgeons being replaced, because I'm not sure that would ever happen, but robots operating don't have a sense of compassion, don't have the same judgment or ethics that a human being has. I'm not sure I want to be operated on by someone who is only cognizant of algorithms rather than, my human welfare.
This is the thing that always just blows my mind, because what happens is not so much the robots who are doing the actual surgery, but what happens if AI gets to the point. So, Isaac Asimov's got his first law of robotics, which is that you can do no harm to humans or whatever. But what if you had an AI that was told, right, your number one priority, no matter what, is to save human life. It's to save the human race. How long would it be before that robot says, right, we are so overpopulated that the planet is going to use up all its resources, and it turns into Thanos from the Marvel movies? Or indeed, what happens if a robot surgeon has someone and decides that actually its quality of life after the surgery would be so poor, they would be better off dead. And the robot just... And again, this is not a decision that the robot surgeon would make in the operating theatre. And by the way, do you know they can stitch up blood vessels that are 0.5 millimetre? That's amazing. Even Charlie Teo can't do that. So that is bonkers amazing. But again, what if you have robots just making all these... You kind of... I don't know. There's something really terrifying about extremely rational decisions
in operating theatre, especially if it's an emergency operation, that you want a human being making those decisions, not a pre-programmed computer.
But what you're saying, Joe, is that ultimately they'll be far more utilitarian.
That's right.
Yes.
Ultimately, there'll be a robot...
This person's a burden, and therefore...
Right. Or the robot will say, I know how many people I have, I am like Deep Thought or like Hal in 2001 or whatever. I know how many people are waiting for X number of surgeries, and if we expend this amount of time and resources on this person here, we could actually better divert those resources to save 10 lives over here instead of this one life here, and therefore it is a perfectly rational decision that we...
This organ transplant should go to a better recipient. I'm not performing.
So that's exactly right. Or I'm operating on a 70-year-old and their heart, and I've just become aware that there is a 12-year-old who suddenly needs a heart transplant, and they would have 70 more years than the years I'm giving this person. Therefore, I'm saving more life if I cease operating, pick up the heart and bung it in the new kid.
So
that's medical ethics.